Hello, and welcome back to Life on the Rocks, the channel dedicated to all things related to geology. I'm your host, Cameron Thompson. When it comes to dinosaurs that are truly bizarre and unique, the therizinosaurs are no exception. Therizinosaurs are seen as weird because of their therapedal stance, pot bellies, and sickle claws on their hands. Today, we'll be taking a look at the animal that started it all, the Therizinosaurus. However, before we cover the scythe lizard, we have a paleo shout-out. Today's shout-out goes to Pachyrhinosaurus. Pachyrhinosaurus paratorum was a species of dinosaur in the genus Pachyrhinosaurus that lived in the Prince Creek Formation in Alaska. Paleontologists Anthony Fiorillo and Ronald Tchaikovsky were not only able to identify a new species in the genus, but also able to study immature specimens and determine how the ceratopsians aged, as well as diverse variation among certain individuals in their frill structure. But now, let's get back to the video. Therizinosaurus was a genus of theropod dinosaur from the Therizinosauridae family. The original remains of Therizinosaurus were discovered in Mongolia's Gobi Desert in 1948 by a Soviet-Mongolian expedition team. These remains were properly described by Russian paleontologist Yevgeny Maleev in 1954 as the type species Therizinosaurus cheloniformis, meaning scythe lizard turtle. This led paleontologists to depict Therizinosaurus as a turtle rather than a dinosaur. 25 years later, new discoveries from Therizinosaurus and new Therizinosaur family members, such as Segnosaurus, Allosaurus, and Beipiasaurus, helped shape the animal and family to what we know today. Therizinosaurus lived in the Namek Formation in Asia approximately 70 million years ago. At the time, the formation consisted of swamps, floodplains, and seasonal deserts during periods of drought. Therizinosaurus lived alongside many species of famous and infamous dinosaurs, including Opisthocoelocadia, a titanosaurian sauropod that was smaller than its American cousins, Deinocheirus, the largest ornithomimid, the same family as the Gallimimus, which also coexisted with the scythe lizard, and the Tarbosaurus, the Asian relative of T-Rex and the apex predator of the formation. Therizinosaurus was considered to be a browser and used its claws to reach tree branches. The claws of Therizinosaurus also served a secondary purpose for defense against predators and to attract mates. Most Therizinosaurs lived solitary lifestyles, at least until mating season, when they would become highly territorial. Another fact about Therizinosaurus's behavior is that it is one of the rare instances of a dinosaur being nocturnal or active at night. Sadly, Therizinosaurus went extinct because of the change in Mongolia's weather patterns, compared to other animals that adapted and lived on for another 2 million years. Because Therizinosaurus is a newer species of dinosaur, it has been referenced in fewer pieces of paleomedia than more famous specimens of dinosaurs. However, it has appeared in many popular franchises, including Chased by Dinosaurs, a Walking with Dinosaurs special from the BBC, the video game The Isle, the Jurassic World franchise, and recently in BBC's Prehistoric Planet. Thank you again for tuning into another episode on the channel. Stay tuned next week for a special episode on many rock localities from across the state. And don't forget to live life on the rocks.